Hi crafty friends, hope you're having a great day. Today I want to show you something that I have been creating and am still creating actually, and I just thought you might be interested. It's a way that I will use my supplies, I guess, that I've spent a lot of money buying. We all spend heaps of money on our craft supplies, and I really like getting value out of my craft supplies, and doing that means using them in lots of different ways. I use my craft supplies for my scrapbooking and card making and making tags, all of that kind of stuff. But I also use my inks, my stamps, my papers, lots of other bits and pieces, and I use them for like an art journal. I started doing that probably last year. So I just want to show you, have a bit of a flip through, I guess, of what I've created so far. Now, I have, at the moment, I'm using the journal, the planner that I bought last year. I didn't use all of it, and I'm using it because the paper's quite thick. So it's good for colouring in and that kind of stuff. The journal that I've got this year, it's a different kind of one, and I don't think I'll use that paper, so I'm not really sure what I'll use once this is full. But I'm really just using, oh, you don't need to see that. I'm just using the empty spaces. So let's have a look. This one here I have, I'll just show you a little bit. So I have actually inked the background here, and I've just got my fish stamps, and I've stamped backgrounds on the stamping. Then I've also stamped and coloured in fishes, adds a bit of texture, and I've got liquid pearls there. So the next one I have got, yeah, I think that's all right. We don't probably need to see heaps of that. But this one here, I have just inked. I have sort of done the, with a blending pen. So I've done ink blending. I've added splatter, and I've added some stickers. And that's kind of like just a bit of a vignette, I guess. Oh, these ones I love, friends. Okay. So this one here, I've created a little scene. So I've got stamps here. That's the water stamps. Then I've got, well, actually, these are two different stamps. So I've kind of, what my plan was is to just bring together heaps of stamps that I want to play with. So I did that in black and white, and I didn't colour it in, and I really just, I'm going to try and I really just wanted to use the stamps, do little sayings, that kind of thing. So this side here, absolutely love. And a lot of my backgrounds, I'm trying to create a background which is a basis for the artwork that I'm creating. So I've got ink blending here. Then I've got the boat, the little girl, and just a few little bits and pieces here. Oh, I love this side. Let's have a look at that. So I have got, again, the ink blending. I've got a border stamp here. I've added stickles and liquid pearls, and then I've just added some stamps there, friendship stamps. Here's to lifelong friends and remember. So that's that one. Let's see what's the next one. I'm sort of trying not to show you my personal diary. Probably doing a really bad job while showing you my artwork. This one, absolutely love. So I actually did it on a different piece of paper. Cardstock, watercolor cardstock, I think I did. Then I did a lot of ink blending here, 3 different colors. I added texture stamps. I added texture paste, sparkly texture paste there. I did some thin cutting of frames there and butterflies ephemera pieces, more texture paste there, and more, it's like a word stamp there. So I kind of just threw this one together. I hope you like that one. Let's have a look. What else? I can do that actually. Let's see. Oh yes, I like this page. So these ones here are little scenes I've just created on die cuts, and I just really simply I just ink blended, splattered, scene, and just minimal colouring. Can you see I haven't coloured the whole scene? Oh, this one here, I'm not sure that you can see that, but that's got a background of in a very, very light ink. It's got a background of writing of texts there. Okay, which is the next one is, nope, here we go. Oh, okay, I don't know why I'm not particularly fond of this one. I sit on the couch, friends, after work, and I just play. So I kind of just put stuff together. There, let's have a look. What is, let's see where we're going with this one. I wish I could just take it all out and show you sheet by sheet, but I can't. So I'm having to sort of try and be discreet. So this one here again, and it's just an arrangement. This is a die cut from a I think from some sort of kit that I didn't use. I've got lots of stickers here, and to sort of add a sprinkle effect, I have put in the texture stamp there. I really like that one. This is sort of about me playing, really. Now this one here, I have got a wood grain paper, but I've ink blended some heavy areas and some not. So this was a bit heavier, pink and ink blending. I think it was like a peachy colour, ink blended. I've put the texture stamp on the side. I have inked the side here, again a texture stamp. I've made like a little scene but in the corner, and then I've got butterflies sort of flying up there, and then I've got splatter. I've sort of got the I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I've gone like that with it and just splattered everything all over the place, and that's kind of like a bit more of an arty kind of one there. I had fun creating that. Oh, I love this page too. Let's work this one first. And with my arty kind of journaling things, I get the stamps that I really like, that I haven't played with before, in a different way. I use my supplies in a different way, and then I might learn a technique and use it in my other crafting. So here I've got a wood grain paper. I have then ink blended a different colour, so that's like, I think that's the royal colour from Close to My Heart there. And I've done that sort of very, very heavy, and then sort of gone outwards in the middle. Started heavy in the middle and then outwards is lighter. The stamp is the background stamp here around the edges in sort of a light grey, which matches the wood grain colour. I've cut circles in half and just adhered them to the edge to add a bit of interest, and then I'm sort of got a bit of a scene in the middle. This one here is just a circle, and it's got a stencil with textures, that sparkly texture paste over the top. Then I have embossed the what is it? It's a stag horn kind of thing. Stag horn, that's a plant, friends. Stag in embossing, and then dry wet embossing, and then I've sort of just added bits and pieces from my stash just to make it better. So I'm really happy with that page, and I'm happy with this page too. So I've just cut up bits of paper, and then I've just sort of added little bits until I'm happy with it. So I've got a bunch of my stickers and die cuts and things like that. This is left over from a kit, a blues kit. This is from an ephemera pack. These are stickers, these are stamps, and these are just little bits of paper that are left over from my stash, and I've just gone in and just added it all and put it together. So I really like that one. This one here, friends, is all a stencil texture paste, ink re-inkers, colouring the white texture paste, and a little bit of splatter from, oh, we don't need that, a little bit of splatter there to give a bit of sparkle and shine, and I really like that. That's fun. Where else? What else have we got? How many minutes? Oh, we're only at 11 minutes. We've got plenty of time. And don't you just want to see me trying to figure out how I'm not going to show you my private information? Here we go. That's a bit of fun, isn't it? I don't live a very interesting life, friends, so I haven't really got anything interesting in my diary. There we go. So these are tags, and I've just made little ephemera with my tags. And I've just adhered them on randomly onto the page. This sticker was already on this page, and so I just sort of added those around it with my word bits, and on the other side I've done exactly the same thing, just my little tags here. And as you can see, I absolutely love textured background stamps. I absolutely love them. I use them all the time. There's lots in the Stampin' Up! Online store, friends, so go on and have a look. Okay, probably don't need to see any of that. Okay, friends, here you go. 6x6 DSP, love this. It was Gallery Blooms. I think it is still available because it's in the annual catalogue. I have got a little bit of it left. I think I need to buy some more. And so I've just kind of used that as a basis, added some wordy bits that I really like, some leaves, and that's about it. So I absolutely love that one. Oh yes, here we go. This one, let me talk to you about this one, friends. This paper was a close to my heart paper. I've had it for probably over 10 years. It was an orange, and I bought lots of it. I don't know why, I just did, and it was hanging around. I couldn't throw it out. I only had a few pieces left, and it was really annoying me. So what I did was alter it. And actually, I kind of not sure about the altering, but you get the idea. It gave me an idea of what to do with paper that I'm not kind of thrilled about, but won't throw out. So I dulled down the orange by blending in different colours. I stamped on background stamps all over it. Then I put the stencil with texture paste on it, and then I just put a stamp butterfly that I cut out with a bit of stickles on the top of that. So that's what I did there, and that was an interesting experiment. Okay, so this one here, I had a frame. These are all from my stash. And I'm just have fun using my stash in different ways. So there you go. I've got a frame, a heap of arrows, a globe, and a background ink blending. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh, friends, love this one. Love this one. So I thought I would get proper arty, and I did, I used watercolour paper. I painted this in ink. Then I put so that's a book. That's a page from a book, and it's got really, really thin paper. So probably next time would use thicker paper. Then I put Mod Podge over it. Then I dried it and stuck it on the painted piece of paper. Then I put on a stencil with texture paste. Then I did the stamp there and coloured it in, added the wordy bits here and some stickles. I absolutely love the way that turned out, because you can see the text in the background coming through, but it's not perfect. It's kind of quite arty. So I was really happy with the way that turned out. This one here is, again, it's a piece of 6x6 paper. I just cut it up and then I just added an extra one down there, and I just kind of added an arrangement there with my stickers. What else have we got? Let's see. I haven't looked at this for quite some time, but I've wanted to do okay, I don't really want you to see a lot of this, so let's just try and cover that up quickly. I should have probably done that before I even started filming, but anyway, I had the idea to film and I just wanted to keep going. So I basically had a whole box of hearts, and so I just did an arrangement. As you can see, that's all writing on there, but I did an arrangement, and I've got the same on the other side, but my writing's not covered up, and I do have a lot of notes on that, so I'm not going to turn it over. What else do we have? Here we go. What's this one? Oh yeah, so I cut out dies, flower dies that I hadn't used before. This this arty plays great for playing with things that you don't normally play with or haven't played with a lot, and then you can see whether or not you like them, and then you can go from there if you would like to use them more, or you can sell them on or pass them on or move them on. So these are flower dies, and I cut it out of a text. Oh no, did I stamp the text on? Yeah, I did actually. That's a stamp. Stamp the text on, and I inked the edges, and then it's on the top of stamping. Oh yes, look at this, friends. So I had not done that before, but this is a whole scene made of die cuts. I bought a die set from Stamping Up that was all about mountains, and I can't remember what it's called. I'll link in the description the Stamping Up products that are still available. Let me just get a little glass of water. It's a little bit hot today, so yeah, so I just created a scene with all of the dies. I got all the dies out and I just cut things up and I put it on an arrangement, and I absolutely love that. It gives a lot of texture. Really, really love that. Very happy with the way that turned out. Oh yes, this one here. So I'm not sure. So I think the background is a shimmer brush with a little bit of re-inker, and then I kind of wanted a vertical arrangement with everything going off the side, so I did that. So I did the stamp here, background stamp there. I've got I ripped in half a sticker here at the ladder, not ladder, it's the film strip sticker. These ones are here. I created a stencil from circles, and I put on glitter glue on the top, and just added a heap of other dies and stickers. So I'm really happy with the way that turned out. This one here, not too much longer, friends. You could always stop the video, but I hope you don't. This one here is texture paste and re-inkers, and sort of like across the arrangement, and I've just cut a 6x6 DSP into pieces, and then just added it and found a sticker that I liked. So I like that one. This one here. So I got re-inkers. I painted re-inkers on a re-inker on here. That's a shimmer brush there. That's tearing up a bit of DSP and a stamper's background. And see these dots here? That's bubble wrap on a stamp pad. So you get the bubble wrap and scunch it up, put it on that ink pad, and then just pop it on there. So there you go. That's what I did there. One more. Shall we do one more? Okay, so this one here, that's the bubble wrap background again. And the centerpiece of this one, I really liked that stamp, it's a sticker, and I didn't know where I was ever going to use it, so I thought I'll use it in here. And then I just added, I was playing with floral and leaf clusters. So there you go, friends. That's how I play. It's how I hone my crafting skills and use up a lot of my things that I have bought. I don't like things to go to waste. I don't throw things away, but I always like to use them creatively. So maybe have a go yourself, friends. Just do some art play. Don't have a project in mind. Start with the materials you want to use. Grab a box of leaves, a box of stickers that have been hanging around for 5 or 6 years. Grab some ink, a blending brush, a piece of cardstock, and go with it and see how you go. I hope you enjoy that process, and I hope you've enjoyed me showing you what I do. I hope you enjoy my channel. If you do, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to see it grow this year. I'd love to see more of you watching my videos and creating this crafting community together. So have a great day, friends. Pop a comment down below when you tell me what you have done. And show me, maybe even with a photo, show me. That would be great. I'd love to see your creations. Till next time, friends, happy crafting. Bye.